Today I am going to be listing the top 10 best retro studio games of all time. So in number 10 we have Fall Down the Stairs. This was the first retro studio game to fully take advantage of an update like no other game has, and it still is the best game that uses stuff. It's kind of hard to explain. Anyways, in number 9 we have Bed Wars by Roblox. Now there are other Bed Wars, but this one is the original Roblox Retrostudio one, and it was very good. You can come back to it any time and still have a lot of fun. In number 8 we have Meow Obby. The reason I called it Meow Obby instead of the full Obby's name is because it's really long and hard to pronounce. So this obby was really the first old retro studio game to still have it's the first obby on Retro Studio. That's all I can really say about it. So in number 7 we have Get Crushed by a Speeding Wall. This game you can just play it and you'll stay entertained. And well, it's a remake of you can play it for a while and not get bored. And if you ever get bored, you can just talk with people. So it's a pretty good game. Okay, in number 6, it's Speedrun. It's honestly just a really good obby. There's a lot to say about it, or a lot to say about most of the games on Retro Studio. So now we're going into the top 5 Roblox Retro Studio games. I'm gonna describe these games really good because I want you to know all about them, and you should definitely check each one of them out, or else you're not gonna get the full Retro Studio experience. So in number 5 we have Balance. It got its last update a while ago, and for its time when it was relevant on Retro Studio, it was extremely fun. You had to balance on these big ball thingies, and there were tons of levels, and it was super fun. No one's actually finished it. That's how hard it is. But some people have beaten the medium difficulty, which is the farthest anyone has gotten, which is pretty cool. So in number 4 we have Iron Cafe. Iron Cafe is a Retro Studio game that was one of the first, and it was very fun. It has an active community. People play it. You can chill and stuff. The reason it wasn't in the top 3 is because, well, the top 3 just are higher quality. In number 3 we have Zombie Survival Tycoon. It could be better. There are a few bugs that I like glitches that I want the creator to fix, but it's the first obby on Retro Studio, and well, it's really amazing. Oh yeah, fun fact about Roblox Retro Studio Iron Cafe. It was the first Retro Studio game to have a lot of effort put into it. You can tell just by looking, just by playing it for 60 seconds. You realize that it's a really good Retro Studio game. So in number 2 we have Tower of Hell. It's the first Retro Studio game to reach 100,000 visits, which is insane. The reason it's the most popular Retro Studio game of all time is because YouTubers just kept playing it. And it gets frequent updates, just like a lot of the other games on this list. And well, I'm playing it right now, so you are seeing how fun it is. So before we move on to the best Retro Studio game of all time, here are some honorable mentions. Escape Robux Factory. It's honestly a really good obby, and you should check it out. It has some stuff to do. Then is Robolink. There's a lot of stuff to do, and it takes a while to get bored of Robolink. Hold on, let me I'll finish this part of the like Tower of Hell first before I move on to the next honorable mention. So after Robolink is Bloxburger. I had a really tough time deciding if Bloxburger should go on the top 10, and well, there's another game just like it called McBloxburger. It's basically McDonald's in Retrostudio. And then Bilbo is also in the honorable mention because it's a cool Retrostudio game. You can like create your own boat, and it's just like the real game. Now, the best Retrostudio game of all time is Roblox Prison. It's the first Retrostudio game to just include tons of detail, get frequent updates. It's amazing. It's like the best Retrostudio game you've ever seen. Like, you are not gonna find a better Retrostudio game than it. And people are always playing it. So you'll never be the only person playing it. So that's it for the top 10 best Retrostudio games of all time. I hope you enjoyed this list, and please check all of them out.